Talks about Angelo Clary and his wife's involvement with R. Kelly in the early stages of his dealings with their daughter Azriel Clary have been trending all over the internet lately, with reports suggesting Azriel's mother did send suggestive text messages to R. Kelly pretending to be the daughter and trying to lead him on, and that at one point, she did text her daughter giving her instructions on how to lure the R&B king to get into her pants. Very disappointed to learn that a parent would do this with their own daughter, all in the interest of getting their hands into R. Kelly's bank account through blackmail. People have started castigating the Clary family, and their stories have suddenly lost value in the ears of many. In fact, so many people who sympathized with them thinking R. Kelly could be guilty have come to realize that this was all a conspiracy to defraud him. To make matters worse, the two sets of parents whose involvement was key in building the New York case against R. Kelly, and that saw Judge Ann Donnelly rule guilty on all 10 counts, have lately been fighting, and Jocelyn's father, who goes by the name Tim Savage, just won't stop talking. His latest interview with Storm Monroe has changed the dynamics of the entire case against R. Kelly, and it's possible that wherever Judge Ann Donnelly is, she is likely trembling in fear of what an overturn of the New York verdict is likely to mean for her career. All the secret dealings that the Clary family had are now in the public domain for everyone to see. The text messages alone are enough evidence to prove that R. Kelly did not intentionally look to be with anyone under the age of 18. Jocelyn was of age and has not even bothered to file any charges against him because she knows this. Popular government witness Lisa Van Allen was largely of age too, having met R. Kelly when she was already 18. However, for her, it took a thorough investigation done by R. Kelly's defense team to expose her and have her admit she was never underage. Also to note, more accusations by women that had clearly been of age, such as the hair braider Lonita Carter, did not progress too far, as their state charges were dropped by government in fear of making even more legal mistakes. And the likes of Geronda Pace, who was to reappear in the Chicago state trial, also had their claims disqualified when it was discovered that she had all along been in a relationship with a one-boober, her boyfriend, who had access to the R. Kelly mansion and helped her take pictures to use in framing him. Generally speaking, R. Kelly has no real case to answer, but for some reason, all these people were given a platform by Lifetime's Surviving R. Kelly docuseries, and later on by the New York and Chicago courts, to brandish themselves as victims and mislead the jurors to think R. Kelly was the guilty one. Thanks to whatever disagreements there is between Timothy Savage and Angelo Clary, the truth is now coming to the surface, and sooner than later, we expect to see R. Kelly's freedom reinstated. In response to Tim Savage's latest mind-boggling interviews, Angelo Clary has responded in an attempt to control the damage, but in the process has instead made the situation worse for himself, looking more like the liar he is. In his latest interview on Choke No Joke with Arthur D., Arthur asked him whether it is true that his wife was busy suggestively texting R. Kelly and pretending to be her daughter in the early stages of her involvement with him. Angelo Clary, who is so quick to defend himself, said it's indeed true that his wife did text R. Kelly, but argued that the subject matter of the communication was not what we think it is. His argument suggests that if it had been what is being described, perhaps it would have appeared in the trial transcript. This, however, doesn't make sense to listeners who already have a copy of these text messages circulating the internet. If anything, by his defense, Angelo Clary is only holding the same New York court jury that determined R. Kelly guilty on all counts accountable for leaving such important evidence out. Indeed, if Judge Ann Donnelly knew well that the parents of these women had been involved in tricking R. Kelly to be with their daughters this way, one will wonder why she did not have this interrogated and still managed to find R. Kelly guilty on charges brought in on Azriel Clary's account. Here is a recap.
Now, I don't know if you saw where the girl was reading the transcripts, where your wife was supposedly, allegedly, I don't know, texted. Well, it's in the transcripts.
Exactly. No, it's no alleged. We're not going to say alleged.
Yeah, I ain't going to say no alleged. Yeah.
Yes. My daughter said, yes, she said that. She said that. You know why? But why didn't his defense show the text? You notice they never showed the text. They just said, my daughter said she was texting him. That's what my daughter said in the transcript. She never said no other shit, none of that. We got the transcripts. We can provide the transcripts. Tell them, show you the transcript. And then show them the rebuttal side of it when they came back to say, yeah, he made them say this, and my mother didn't send sexual contents to him about me, nothing. my mother sent, and you forgot we got iPhones, so I still got the shit in the phone. Whole conversation. That's what these dummies don't understand about the iPhone. You think the feds are gonna sit up there and present some shit where they could have subpoenaed the parents and easily subpoenaed our phone to see the truth? Like,
So
they gotta be goofy.
why would your daughter say that?
Why wouldn't she? She was catching older.
It is so unfair to see that R. Kelly was still found guilty on charges related to Azriel's accusations, even though it was evident that the whole Azriel story was a plot by her together with her money-hungry parents to defraud the R&B king. It's clear this was the plan all along, and these parents delivered their daughter to him with this at the back of their mind. It's still hard to believe that a parent would do this with their own daughter, but yes, they did it. They actually did deliver her to R. Kelly themselves on various occasions, as confessed by her mother in a number of interviews online, and they made sure to make her an ID that showed she was of age to gain access to R. Kelly's hotel and more. So the question that remains is, how was R. Kelly to know that this grown woman who had her parents involved in hand delivering her to him, and that managed to beat hotel security with a valid ID, could have been 17? Unless he had special powers of reading people's ages through eye contact, or maybe by reading her palm. I would challenge Judge Ann Donnelly to tell us how she expects R. Kelly to detect people's ages like he is a demigod. Or maybe tell us if she would have bothered to check the National Registry had she been faced with a similar situation. Enough is enough. We need this bogus New York case with all 10 guilty verdicts overturned, and R. Kelly returned his freedom that he truly deserves. If anyone noticed clearly, as Angelo Clary responds to Arthur's questions, he stammers a lot and his statements are not consolidated enough to convince us. He actually dodges the question and answers to his own imaginations, giving information he was not asked for. No one asked him whether this information was used in court and the text messages included in the trial transcript. By referring us to the transcript, he is only showing us how much contempt he has for the very court that his daughter managed to manipulate. And he is saying, hey look, we lied and we got away with it. But this we already know and we don't need to be reminded of it. We know well that the New York court, the jury and the judge were all compromised and could not make the right decisions when they had the chance to put this case right. Many had been fans and followers of the surviving R. Kelly docuseries. Tim Savage should keep talking. Maybe then we will get to know the truth of what really happened and the government conspiracy will be exposed. Thank you for watching LFN News, a production of LFN Media, giving you another view of issues at hand. To get notified whenever we post a new video, subscribe to this channel now. And remember to give us your comment on the subject matter below.